So, Joel Embiid, once again, signed his 5-year, $148 million deal. When I went to talk about it, and the reaction was a bunch of Sixer fans coming at me saying, oh, he just being a hater. Oh, you bum. Oh, you talked about you couldn't play. And I thought to myself, I'm like, really? Like, the guy's played 31 games. Like, let's just be honest here for a second. You would not feel comfortable about a guy going to work 31 days and then giving him this kind of money. If he was on another team, Sixer fans, you would be laughing at that team. And I think it brings up a bigger issue in sports and I will always defend fans for being outrageous, because fan is short for fanatic. I don't think they're supposed to be rational. I'm definitely not rational with the teams that I support, the teams that I like. But at the same time, let's think about this. Just because your team does something does not mean you have to go gung-ho, oh, it's perfect, oh, it's right, this is the way we're going, and 100% blindly support it. Think about this. The same people that are Sixer fans and going, oh, this is a great move, oh, we had to keep Joel, oh, everyone's just being a hater, they don't understand it, are probably the same people that'll criticize America and say, well, why can't I criticize America? I want my country to be better. Then why can't you criticize your team and want your team to do better? What, your team has this air of, oh, I can't touch them, they're right, but your country doesn't? Tell me how that makes sense. And let me be completely clear here. There is a certain part of blind loyalty when you are a fan. If Denver goes out and signs a free agent, I'm kind of like, okay, I could see why they did that. When your team drafts players, you are like, any team that drafts a player, if you're like me or any average fan, you're thinking, and if you're nerdy about this like I am, you're looking at your 5th, 6th, and 7th round draft picks, and you're thinking, okay, well, I know that he did this in college, so he might have the potential to become a really good slot receiver. He might become a great third corner. Like, you start imagining these guys as far greater than what anyone else would actually grade them, which is why there's experts and critics who give non-biased critiques, and then there's fans who are like, well, if he just does this, he can turn into this kind of player. My issue is not that the Sixers gave him this deal. I mean, there's a bunch of reasons why they shouldn't have given him the deal, but that's besides the point. It's their money, it's his future, it's his contract. Not going to tell someone how to spend their money or who to give their money to. But can we stop, like, as fans and partly on the teams, stop forcing the fans to just go with it no matter what the decision is? Like, think about it. If you're a Lakers fan, and Laker fans, you're terrible at this. Like, if you're a Lakers fan listening right now, like, you guys are all terrible about this. And even you guys have enough common sense to where you looked at the offseason last year and you're like, what? We signed Timothy Mozgov and Luol Deng? To how much? My barber is a Knicks fan. We signed Joakim Noah to how much? Like, there's just a certain point where you get to where you're like, it's no longer blind loyalty in the team. It's no longer this, oh, I'm going to, no matter what my team does, I know they're right, they're making the correct decision. Like, I've seen good free agent signings as a sports fan. I've seen Denver bring in Aqib Talib, TJ Ward, oh yeah, that guy that wears number 18. I've also seen teams make really bad free agent decisions. You know? I've seen Dre Bly at the end of his career. I've seen Andre Goodman at the end of his career. I've seen Denver draft a Robert Ayers. I've seen Denver, I remember how, and I'll admit this, the one player, and I've been proven completely wrong on this, that I was not happy about Denver drafting at the time, but I've turned out to be 100% wrong, is I wasn't crazy about Von Miller when he got drafted. Marcel Darius was right there. Could have been it was Cam went 1, and they had the choice of Miller or Darius, and I was like, You get the guy who can play the 3-4 end, and you get the guy who can create pass rush and as well stop the run. Now, Vaughn has clearly turned into by far the better player. He has turned into one of my favorite players. I plan to get a jersey at some point. But guys, fans and teams, we need to stop this whole blind loyalty concept. Just because your team signs this player or gives this guy an extension does not make it the correct move. There's a difference in signing Aqib Talib and TJ Ward, and a difference in signing Luol Deng, Joakim Noah, these guys to huge contracts that they don't deserve. And I will never give up on the fact of 31 games in, I don't care what your stats are, if he can get 5 years, 148 for 31 games, Jeremy Lin should sit there and get 5 years, $250 million for what he did with the Knicks that year. That's how ridiculous it is. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes. Also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. If you'd like to see more videos, click right here on my chest. And I will see you guys next time.